Well, good morning, or maybe evening, depending on where in the world you are. This is Dr. Greg Smith. Glad to have you in class this spring. We're getting ready to launch Old Testament Survey 2, and I'll be seeing a lot of you in class later today at 3 o'clock around in the Scarborough Wing, S118, I believe. But I'm making this kind of a navigation video here to show you around the class. I'm using my fall class as kind of as an example in the, this one right over there. Yeah, got to get used to that. Okay, just the opposite. All right, well, let me show you around the class. That's what I'm trying to say. I got attacked by a dog Saturday night walking around my neighborhood. I still haven't recovered from that experience. All right, so here you have the navigation pane, and when I refer to the navigation pane, it's really the how to find things in the class. So I'm trying to make it real simple, very clear. You can see the video that I'll be posting after I make it will be there. Also, I've put a how-to post to the weekly discussion group, a little how-to video there. So you can take those out for a test drive, watch them. They're all YouTube links or YouTube driven, so it shouldn't cause a problem on your playing device, all right? Really, there's other links that will be here eventually as the course progresses, like the midterm and the final exam link. Everything for those experiences will be behind those links. So these are all hyperlinks. Also, I'll post the digital classroom live link to Zoom. That's already posted in the navigation pane for our spring class. So let me show you, really the bread and butter is found between the weekly assignment folders. What I've tried to do in this class is organize everything that you need and that you need to do or post is all found easy to find, easy peasy, behind each week's folder. Each week is time-stamped and also links up to the class schedule in the syllabus. So if I open up week 1 through 6, you'll see there's already a week 1. Start here. And that's where I posted the getting to know you group discussion. I put in there the, you'll see the guide to how to upload your picture into Blackboard. Don't stress out about that. Just ask a friend if you need help doing that. Anyway, some screenshots on how to do that. Also, the reading quiz for this week is posted already there. And as you can see, week 2, let's just go into a sample week. And what I want to show you is the kinds of things that will be there. So the way to really do well in my class, and a lot of students do really well in my class, is the students that get into a routine of getting each week's assignments done and getting to the finish line, filling that sacred points bucket full, chock full of points. So here's basically each week you'll find this in order. So the quiz, which aligns to the title of the chapter in our textbook. So there you go. So what chapter do I need to read in order to accomplish that quiz is what is the Old Testament and why study it. That chapter title lines up with the chapter that's in your textbook, regardless if you're using edition 3 or edition 2 of Encountering the Old Testament. All right. Also, you'll find a group discussion link. That's a hyperlink to link you to your group that you've been assigned to. So you have been assigned to a group of maybe 9 or 10 other students. Some of them you won't know who they are until you click in and introduce yourself. Now you're going to track with that group all semester long. I'll be asking you questions that really focus on application. And really what you're going to do in that group on a weekly basis is share life about how does something that we talked about in class apply to my walk with the Lord, or helping somebody in discipleship, or some other practical application in my ministry. So really, if you take that seriously, and everybody does, you'll be walking away with a gold mine of shared ideas. So I want you to really take that seriously and really do that well. Encourage each other along the way. I don't require you to post more than once, but you can freely add a reply to a colleague. So if you want to encourage somebody along the way, feel free to do that. And students do that just naturally, and that helps build camaraderie and encouragement along the way. I'll also post my PowerPoint slides for the lecture that I'm giving each Monday. You'll have a set. So if I don't get as far in that set, you'll have the next week set in a small sliver of PowerPoints that will apply to that, that lecture for that week. Take advantage of the speaker notes. Those are the notes that I give to me. Make sure I'm staying on track, but you can also use those to supplement notes that you're taking in class as well. Because sometimes I do break out into rabbit trails. Sometimes we answer questions, and that's not, obviously, I'm not anticipating that at all, but that might be good fodder for the midterm or the final. My teaching assistant will be taking the recording each week, uploading those to YouTube into a playlist, but the links, the direct YouTube links, will be made available, as you can see, nice bright red play. So that makes it easy for your listening device or viewing device, computer, iPad, whatever. You just click that, and now you're watching a YouTube video of the lecture. So nice. We don't record the chat, but you can see the PowerPoint slide and what I'm doing, what I'm explaining, and what I'm writing on the whiteboard. That way everything kind of meshes together, and that makes for a nice learning experience, multi-visual learning experience at home, whether you're in class live or watching the recording from home or watching the live event. It's the same dashboard. So I think I've covered everything that I want to. Everything, like I said, is available on a weekly basis. Now, the one change this semester, I'm going to be a little bit more of a hard nose on this, is the group discussion. You're going to have 1 week to complete. Now, the flexibility that I build is that you only have to do 10 out of the 14 opportunities. So if you run into a crazy busy week, you can't get to your computer, you're off-grid on a mission trip in the Yucatan, just make that the week that you don't do. But you can do the next week when you come back and get to the finish line. And if you do over 10, there'll be extra credit added to your points bucket for the ones that you do over 10. But you only have to do 10. 14 opportunities for group discussion. The reading quizzes I never turn off. So if you fall behind on a reading quiz, life caves in, grandmother dies, whatever, or like we experienced last fall, hurricane hits town, you can fall behind on the reading quizzes and get caught back up. So I'm building a lot of flexibility in the class. It's not an excuse to fall behind, but if you do, you can get caught up. Just know that. All right. I'm going to have test windows set up for the midterm and final, so everybody, residential and online students, will all enter into the same testing experience. You'll take those tests from home through Blackboard. So, all right. That's pretty much it in the class. I think that's all I want to say. So, happy hunting. I'll just end this one now, and I'll see you in class, either live or on the recording.